and tail enders coming in, which could cause problems. Already at half distance, they're starting to lap some of the back markers. Barry Sheene has got through safely. And Cork Ballington was almost held up, and we've just been told that Wayne Gardner is out of this race now, and it's Rocket Ron Haslam that's moved up into 4th position. And Barry Sheene still leads. Then it's Cork Ballington. Sheene into McLean's corner now. And poetry in motion, isn't he? That knee almost touching the ground. And Graham Crosby closing up, and the man just left there, number 37, was Rod Sivier, a man who we know as 125cc rider, more than a 500, but he's now riding in the 500 class. Barry Sheene, Cork Ballington down the fastest part of the circuit. The wheel just lifting the ground, Barry Sheene, and as Phil said, you can see the determination there. When Barry gets flat on that tank, he really means business, and he's got a lot of work to do yet as we come in now to complete lap number 9. So 7 laps to go. Barry Sheene, Cork Ballington and Graham Crosby as close as that. And we're told that Donnie Robinson and John Woodley have also retired from the race. But there's one man who hasn't, number 4, Supercross, Graham Crosby, and he's closing on that gap. The 3 of them now getting in very close company. So a tremendous finale in store in this first round of the Wildersport Superbike Championship for 1981. Barry Sheene, who won the final round of last year's championship in August and finished overall 4th in the championship after the 3 rounds. And he's continuing where he left off at the final round last year, and that's out in front. The superb style of 3 tremendous riders there, captured as number 7 now. Barry Sheene reaches Coppice Corner. Ballington and Supercross, Graham Crosby. TT Formula One champion of 1980. He didn't relax during the winter break. Graham Crosby went to Australia and he won the Swan Series. Then he went to Daytona and finished 2nd in the Superbike race at Daytona just a month or so ago. Out of the chicane comes number 7, Barry Sheene. Ballington really tucked down behind that fairing too. And number 4, Graham Crosby. 3 of the real contenders for World Championship honours in 1981, and they're as close as that here at Donington. And an unofficial lap time we have of 1 minute 16.2 seconds. 1 minute 16.2, which is getting very close indeed to the lap record of 1 minute 14.6. Again, more riders to lap, and this is where problems could come in. Barry Sheene can nip through there, and it means now that Cork Ballington has got to wait. Back marker number 47 looks over his shoulder, and that is Kevin Retham, and Ballington just steams past. And Cross is through as well. Barry Sheene now up to Coppice Corner on his 11th lap of their 16-lap race. Up through the gearbox now, he'll go up to 150 miles an hour. And the wheel lifts there. Barry Sheene, though, you see that ankle moving now as he changes down through the box, just lifts the throttle and gets the right gear, which is first. And Crosby certainly closing up on Ballington. Barry Sheene, number 7, number 8, Ballington, and number 4, Graham Crosby. Just about equidistant. They've completed 11 laps. We've just got 5 to go, Phil Reed. Do you see the tactics like this? Is it tactics now, or can they catch Barry?
Well, I think this is a question of being the first race, and they're all sorting the bikes out. They're not within about 2 seconds of the lap record, but obviously they're riding to the maximum of the machines. And certainly Corky is showing the potential of that Kawasaki. And when they sort that pattering on the forks, I'm sure it'll be a real contender. Now Crosby, you know, they're trying now this year the 16-inch front wheel, because they think it handles better, but you know, it's not doing so bad.
And it's a lighter machine by about 15 kilos, I think, than last year.
This is a bit more powerful too.
It is indeed, and Graham Crosby, Supercross, is making it go well here today at this International at Donington. Number 7, Barry Sheene, safely around Coppice Corner, back on the 500cc work Yamaha. Cork Ballington 2nd, Graham Crosby in 3rd. Another of the riders, the back markers have been lapped, and Crosby certainly seems to be closing on Ballington as they come down to the chicane. 3/4 distance now as they cross the line, which is 12 laps completed, and Crosby certainly closing the gap there. 7 is Sheene, 8 is Ballington, and 4 is Crosby. end. There's no doubt about it. Crosby is a lot closer to Ballington than he was just a couple of laps ago. But Barry Sheene just seems to be keeping that same lead over the second-place man. But through here, Phil, it's rather amazing, isn't it, that through here, Ballington seems to just pull away a little. When they come down the straight, is it the superior speed of the Suzuki that allows Crosby to close?
Well, yes, if he only gets past Ballington, I think he could then close up with Barry. He's got to make that effort to close the gap. He's only got about 3.5 laps to go now.
So it's still number 7, Barry Sheene. As I say, the man who's won practically every honour or every championship you can think of in motorcycle racing, both in Britain and in the world. Voted Man of the Year on numerous occasions by his fans, and he has thousands upon thousands of fans. Phil.
Also with Barry, this is his first race this year, when Crosby has had a couple of races in Daytona, which always helps. So it's a fantastic performance by Barry, and looks good for the championship for this year. Let's hope he can bring it back to England for us.
I know that's one thing he's determined to do, Phil. We're coming in now to complete lap number 13, just 3 laps to go. And Crosby, I think, is moving right up. He could, in fact, be past him. Graham Crosby, number 4, has moved up into second place. That's the leader, number 7, Barry Sheene. And there's Crosby. He's moved up into second place. He's got 3 laps now with this super fast rocket ship of the 500 Suzuki to try and close the gap on Barry Sheene. Cork Ballington now in 3rd place. Fourth is Ron Haslam. In 5th place is number 16, and that's Keith Ewan. And number 33, Joey Dunlop, is holding on to his 6th position. But that's the leader, Barry Sheene. He's on lap 14. Just 2 laps to go when he crosses the line this time. And there's number 4, and there's number 8, Crosby and Ballington. So in the 2 and a bit laps, can Crosby close or catch Barry Sheene? That's the question as we come to the closing stages of the first round of this World of Sport Superbike Championship. Barry Sheene changing down through that gearbox, flipping the throttle, just getting the angle of his body and the machine right through the chicane. And this is lap number 14 he's completing as he crosses the line. And a wheelie there, just a slight one from Graham Crosby as he's trying all he knows now to close the gap on Barry Sheene. 3 seconds is the difference between them, and we've just got 2 laps to go. This and then the final lap. Ballington, number 8. All the riders we've been told who were involved in that incident, that was number 6, Steve Parrish, we're told are okay, and that's excellent news indeed. We've been told that they are all okay. But Barry Sheene now, the checkered flag, not more than about 2 miles away as he comes up to McLean's. Oh, that's Chris Guy, he's lapping, and there's Crosby. So Chris Guy has been lapped, and that shows you the power that Sheene is turning on today, because Chris Guy is no slouch whatever. Graham Crosby, number 4, the New Zealander. I don't think he's going to make that difference on Barry Sheene in just 1 lap, and Barry Sheene is just as determined as ever, crouched over that tank, changing down through the box into the chicane. Beautiful style indeed. This is the last lap. He's starting, and he gets right down over that tank. Number 4, Graham Crosby, looks destined to finish in second place, and Barry Sheene just has 1.957 miles to go to the checkered flag. The time difference, Phil Reed tells me, is 2 seconds now between Barry Sheene and Graham Crosby. There's the leader, number 7, Poetry in Motion, as he goes through Craner curves at about 130 miles an hour, down to 3rd gear for an 85-mile-old hairpin corner, clicks up through the box again to 4th gear, 120 miles an hour as he disappears under Starkey's Bridge and comes into our view to McLean's. Changing down to 2nd gear, sliding to this side of the machine, 70 miles an hour around there. A look over his shoulder as he comes up to Coppice for the 16th and final time. Around Coppice at round about the 70 mile an hour, accelerating all the way around. And we're told Keith Ewan has moved up into 4th place with Ron Haslam 5th, but this is the man of the moment, Barry Sheene, his first ride on this new 500cc Grand Prix Works Yamaha machine. The checkered flag is in sight for him. He crosses the line. Barry Sheene has won. Cross does a stupendous wheelie, finishing second. Corky Ballington finishes in third place. The fourth place, that was number 13, Chris Guy, who had been lapped. And there's Barry Sheene, absolutely delighted, waving to the fans. That's the sort of style, Phil Weed, I think, that the fans want to see from Barry this season.
Well, that's right. He's really pulverised the opposition, you know, the Kenny Roberts and the Molas. Although Kenny did actually stop to help an injured rider. You know, a fantastic performance for his first time out this year on a new works bike. It seems that Kenny Roberts is going to have a really useful teammate this year.
I would think that's an understatement of the afternoon, certainly, Phil. Let's just fill you up on the placings then. The fourth place went to number 16, Keith Ewan. In fifth place was number 2, and that was Ron Haslam. And completing the first 6 was number 33, Joey Dunlop, on the 1,123cc Monster Honda. But there's Barry Sheene on his lap of honour. Number 7, Barry Sheene, showing his delight as he now does his lap of honour. Absolutely delighted. Cork Ballington too, I'm sure, as he thumbs up to Barry Sheene. He's such a character, he knows the camera and he gives the thumbs up signal there. Barry Sheene is the winner. A tremendous race as we go back now to Dickie Davis.
A win for Barry Sheene, getting 15 points. Graham Crosby of New Zealand in second place with 12. Corky Ballington of South Africa in third place with 10. Keith Ewan in fourth place with 8 points. Ron Haslam getting fifth place with 6. In sixth place, Joey Dunlop with 5. Barry Ditchburn getting fourth place there. Mick Grant getting 3. Mellor getting 2 in ninth place. And 1 point for Williams, who was in 10th place.